We commemorate today St. John the Evangelist, the Apostle, one of the 12. He is the evangelist for many reasons. One of them, because he wrote the Gospel of St. John. He's also, one of his titles is the theologian. Theologian, if you want to translate that into today's language, it means a scientist or expert about God. Furthermore, as we heard from the reading today, Jesus entrusted the care of Mary, the Virgin, the Mother of God, to John the Apostle. He said, "Women," which would be in the original language, "Ma'am, behold your son." Then he said to the disciple, "Behold your mother." And from that hour, the disciple took her to his own. And understanding the Mediterranean culture and the Jewish customs at the time, for someone to be entrusted by not his biological mother to take care of her, that is an extraordinary. Which means also that Jesus had no other brothers. Otherwise, those closest of kin would have had that responsibility. But let us think about it. Jesus entrusted to John the Apostle the care of the person that carried inside her God for 9 months. We call her greater than the cherubim and the seraphim, of higher rank, of the highest of the angels. This is the person that Jesus entrusted to the care of St. John the Apostle, whom we commemorate today. St. John wrote, "This is the message we have heard from him," referring to Jesus, "and proclaim to you that God is light, and in him there is no darkness at all. If we say we have fellowship with him while we walk in darkness, we lie and do not practice the truth." This message is from an eyewitness that God considered him to be one of his close friends, alarming us against the darkness, and that is the darkness that comes from sin. If we say we have a fellowship with him while we walk in the darkness, we lie. John says, "I am writing these things to you so that you may not sin." We live in an age that has made sin fashionable. We live in an age that has provided a logical excuse for every kind of sin. This is darkness. We hear this characterization from someone that saw God. He was his close friend, and when he was exiled to the island of Patmos, and he was taken up into heaven, and he wrote the book of Revelation, he is telling us, "Little children, let no one deceive you. Whoever makes a practice of sinning is of the devil. No one born of God makes a practice of sinning. By this, it is evident who are the children of God. Being a child of God is a choice. And that choice happened by cutting off every bond, every connection with sin. Whatever the sin is, there is a fallacy that our culture promotes every day. That because we are a human, it's permissible, it's okay, it's justifiable to sin. This is a lie. This is a deception. By this it is evident who are the children of God and who are the children of the devil. The Epistle of St. John, the first epistle, chapter 3, verse 7 to 10. The recipe is very simple. If we confess our sins, He is faithful and just to forgive us our sins and to cleanse us from all unrighteousness. Confessing our sins, meaning proclaiming them and cutting all ties with sin and not going back to sinning. Because continuous sinning after confession is a conscious decision to sin. So the recipe to be the children of God is to confess our sins, and God, who is righteous, will forgive us.